Welcome back to the channel. That is W.K.R.H 12 Productions. I'm Keith, bringing you more state police units across the country. Next unit up is the most noticeable and the most popular state police unit in our country, the California Highway Patrol. And here we go. This won't be in any particular order because we have several variations of vehicles, of course, like most people do. So we're going to try to get through this as thoroughly as possible, if not quickly. Now, this is the Chevy Caprice of the California Highway Patrol Road Champs 143 scale. Nicely done. Was a purchased vehicle. And probably one of our first vehicles that we purchased in collecting the Road Champs vehicles here. Has the Highway Patrol on the side, black and white, two-tone vehicle, black on the front, black on the back, and white around the doors and on the top of the hood. Has a red light bar, has doors open on the driver's and passenger side. You know the drill. Driver and passenger side front, and the trunk opens. Well, that's it. That's mostly all it has. And then on the trunk, it has Highway Patrol on the back, on the top of the trunk of the vehicle. No license plate on this one, but you know, most people has no problems putting at least a license plate on there. But like I said, this is one of the earlier. This is one of our earlier collections that we purchased of the California Highway Patrol. It started with them, and it really started with them. And then we have two of them. This one with the girdle, this one without a girdle. On the Chevy Caprice. Red light, red light bars as well. Same symbol, same design, same door. No girdle on this one. This one's straight butter. Highway Patrol on this one. And this one has the year on this one, 1996. We know the door is open, so we're not going to bore you with the details of the doors. But definitely 143 scale Road Champs casting that we purchased of the California Highway Patrol. Earlier version when we first bought it, and then we bought one with a different, without the girdle. Much more sportier. This vehicle is much more sportier. No doubt about that. Now, going on with the next one. And this one is a 1993 Jeep Cherokee vehicle. Look like a bug. Green light casting of the 1993 Jeep Cherokee. Nicely done. Has the light bar on top. Two-tone color as well. But white on the door. That's it. Just the white on the door. The rest of it, of the California Highway Patrol, has the white on the doors. The previous ones that I showed you on the Capri had the door covered on the front and the back. All four doors was painted white. But this one, just one door. I think they're trying to save money. Got a bumper on the what you want to call a push bar on the front. Definitely has that on the Jeep. This is a green light casting that was purchased. Has the cover on the thing. Safety and service on the side. Nicely done. Nicely detailed all the way around. But it looks older than a 93 Jeep. But it definitely is well detailed. Highway Patrol on the back. And Jeep. Definitely well done. We only have one of those castings, sorry guys. But this next casting we have more than one. It's the green light casting of the Ford Mustang. One of those SSP vehicles. Nicely done. We purchased the casting, but we did put a matchbox light bar back in the day, when we first bought them. Put a matchbox light bar on top, if you want to call it that. And we kit bashed it to, I don't know, we did that on our own. No, they already put highway patrol on this one. There are certain ones that we did kit bash to put highway patrol on the back, but not the green light castings. We did on the Hot Wheels, the Hot Wheels Matchbox castings, but not on the green light castings. This one's well detailed all the way around. All we did was put a light bar on it because it just felt good at the time. And that was before we figured out how to detail, do light details on the visor lights. But nice, I love the wheels on this thing. Very sporty. And I love these Mustang packages back in the day. They just look like minor, small pests that knew they was going to get you. They knew they was going to get you. So nice, you bought two of them. Nicely done. Oh man, this is a beauty. That is a beautiful vehicle that we purchased. That's it. That's all, nothing else. Moving on. Like I said, we're just going to, we're not going by year or anything else. We're just going by what we can reach at this point because there's a lot of castings to show you. This one is the Ford Bronco, the new sport version of the Ford Bronco. We actually detailed it with our decals and put our decals on there. Not bad. This one, the top comes off on this, but we kind of glued it a little bit to put it on there, to keep it on there, but we could take it off if we need to. We didn't put enough in there to keep it on there, but enough for it to stay on there while we doing all these dioramas, doing all these builds, and while we're doing the builds and everything else. Put a light bar on top because it was a Bronco. We didn't want to put a push bar on it and disrupt it. Did put State Trooper on the windshield so you could see it without the wheel on the outside, the spare tire interrupting it. Not a lot of police cars would carry a spare tire on the back, on the outside of it. Maybe the inside, but not the outside. It does have a tow hitch on the back, but that's just one of the vehicles that we customized and made into a police car. This is the green light casting of a Ford Bronco that we painted. Then we went ahead, painted the doors, put the logo on it, and put our decals on it. Nicely done. And there's your Bronco. Nicely done. We will continue to go on with another Ford Bronco. This one is the green light 1995 Ford Bronco. Oh, excuse me, 95? Yeah, 95 Ford Bronco, yep. 1995 Ford Bronco. This is a purchase casting. The top comes, I think the back of the hatchback comes off, but we glued it on a little bit to keep it on there. Has a light bar, if you want to call it a light bar, with several light fixtures on it, on the top. And I wouldn't even call it a push bar, but it does have a bumper with some push bar protectors on the front. And got a towing package. It got a hook, little crane package on it in the front. Definitely get anybody out of a jam. Has the highway patrol on the back. Got a bumper sticker on the rear, on the bumper part of it, right next to the California license plate, and it says 18 is the number for his job with the CHP, with the California Highway Patrol. Nicely done, nice touch. Got safety and service phrase on the wheel, on top of the wheel well on the side. And then you got highway patrol. This is nicely done. Forget how old it is. We're still using this for service in our dioramas. as well as they are. I think we did 2 of them. Did we show you 2? Just in case we did or something like that. Yeah, we show you 2. Nicely done. Keep it going. We got a Dodge Charger. Yeah. It's a green light casting of the Dodge Charger here. Nicely done. We're working around this camera that's kind of just going where it wants to go. But definitely 2008 Dodge Charger. This is a green light casting that we purchased. Excuse me. And we designed it a little bit. We designed it a little bit to put some light details on the visor lights and on the push bar. So it's a slick top as it is. It was purchased as a slick top and it stayed that way. And we did some light detail designs on the push bar. That's about it. That's about it on the top. There's a number on the top, but it's for inventory purposes on our end. But nicely done. Love the wheels. The way they did that. Highway patrol in the back. Nicely done. Remember, their lights didn't go all the way across at the time. Just the trunk. Yeah, highway patrol. Plenty of room to put stuff on the back. Designs and decals on the back of these type of vehicles. Then the current Dodge Charger designs that you see now. We made 2 of them. Well, we didn't make 2 of them. We purchased 2 of them and touched it up a little bit. And keeping it a mean, slick top version vehicle. Nicely done. Our California Highway Patrol has been greatly utilizing a lot of fleet vehicles in there. A lot of vehicles to put in their fleet. This is the Ford Police Interceptor utility, and this is the Matchbox design vehicle of the California Highway Patrol. It has a light bar on the top. Yeah, don't worry about that tag on the bottom. That's on the top. That's for inventory purposes. But one door painted white, has the light bar on the top. Really does. You got to look at it hard enough. And push bar on the front. Matchbox casting. Safety, service, and security inscription on this back rear. Nice wheels. We didn't change the wheels. We did touch it up on a little bit on the front with the chrome pin, and touched it up on the mirrors, on the mirror covers, making a light detail on the mirror covers. It already came with light details on the front. Came with some light details on the back, but not much else after that. So what we did was we kit bashed and put Highway Patrol on the back. And put Highway Patrol on the back. Put those decals on there, and then the license plate, California license plate. We put that on there. Nicely done. We did the back. We detailed the back with those decals. Kit bashed it in order to make it a complete looking and established vehicle. So nice, we made it twice. Nicely done. Sweet. Sweet. Whoops. Show you another Police Interceptor utility casting. This one's a green light as well. This is a green light casting, that's the difference. Nicely done. Has a light bar on the top with red, white, and blue elements on it on the top. Has a push bar on the front. Has the safety. Has the safety, security, and in service on the inscription on the back part of the vehicle. Nicely done. It already has the highway patrol on it, as well as the license plate, so you're good to go with that. Nicely done. And then we go finish it off with the same, going at it with the same one. Nicely done. I have half the, I only know a little bit about where I got this from. This came off a pack of something, you know, with a camp gear or some type of pack of 4 with different vehicles and a couple of people in it. And I got it like in Toys R Us before they closed. Alright, keeping it going. Keeping it going. We have another police interceptor utility. This is kind of like the 2012 Ford Explorer. But this is like the police interceptor utility. This is kind of a premium a little bit because it has rubber wheels on this one. Yeah. And I love these vehicles. And I bought these early on. These came with those Matchbox in a box. Yeah, like the Matchbox collectors in a box. Nicely done at this California Highway Patrol. Nicely done. I already had the light bars on the top. Yeah, installed on the top. Kind of welded in place. The light bars in the front. Detailed the lights all the way around. Even detailed the spotlights, the lights on the back of the mirrors. We lit this thing up, you know, as far as from a detail standpoint, we lit it up. So if we actually used the light, if there was actually lights on this thing, actually it looked like a fireball or a light bulb, you know, just a glowing light like a star. Just be, that's all you see is a star. But nice rear and nice wheels. Rubber wheels on this thing, nicely done. We did a little detail with we kit bashed the decals a little bit, especially in the back. We put Highway Patrol in that thing. That is small. I'm amazed we were able to get that. Not bad at all though. They did the Highway Patrol. We just did the numbers, but in the oval. They did the oval, the Highway Patrol, the numbers, and we just did the numbers in the license plate. Nicely done all the way around. And did 2 of those. We purchased many, but we showing you at least 2. Purchased many Dodge Chargers, police interceptor utilities, and everything else. Got a whole tray that I show you, that tray shelf that I show you, display shelf that I show you. Yeah, there's a whole tray just with the California Highway Patrol vehicles. This is one of them. at least 2 of them. Nicely done. Alright, next one up is the Camaro. This one is the Hot Wheels version of the Chevy Camaro. Nicely done. This was a slick top, and this was a slick top, and we just modified it a little bit. Just put a light bar on it, and just did the light bar detailed the front, the headlights and the tail lights in the front. Look at that, nicely done, and getting that in there. And then we detailed the back. Put a Highway Patrol decal on the back. Nicely done. Disregard that number on the top. That's just for inventory purposes on our end. But nicely done. And then the other side. Nicely nice. Nice. Next one up is this is a Ford Mustang. The casting was easy. I just wanted to see, you know, almost caught me off guard. I was going to say a different company, but this is Auto World casting of the Ford Mustang. As you can tell, it had a white hood on top. When we bought the casting, it had a white hood on top. We just painted that. Painted the hood black, and just kept it a black and white color. And you can still tell that there's some remnants of the white details on the backside. We kept that, but we darkened the hood on the front. Light bar is a red and blue light bar on this Mustang. Nicely done, nicely detailed by Auto World. Love the wheels. Kept everything else on it. Nicely done. We painted the hood. You almost can't tell though. You really can't. You really can't. But nicely done. Next one up is the Chevy Stingray. And we customized this. It's a green light casting that we really converted into a police car with the California Highway Patrol decals on it. Made the decals, made the Stingray, made a slick top, put light bars on the visor lights, detailed the visor lights on the windshield. Nicely done. And that's basically all we I would say that's all we did. We kit bashed the state trooper on the back as well. Some have state trooper, some have highway patrol, but we can go either way with the California Highway Patrol on this one and kit bashing. Nicely done. Nicely done. Here's the Ford Crown Victoria of the California Highway Patrol. That's the Jada casting, Jada Toys casting. Nicely done. Light bar on the top, red and blue. Has a push bar. Not much we did on the detailing. The door is open. I'm almost sure of that. You can trust me. The door is open. And it has a computer. Has computer components in it. Yeah, it has computer components in it. Steering wheel. Nicely done. Has a cage between the front and the back seat. Nicely done. Has the Highway Patrol on this one in the back. Nicely done. No inscription, but definitely the Highway Patrol. Definitely identifiable. Definitely well done. There's the front of it. Has the those wheels are beautiful. Love the wheels. Love the size wheels that they put on these vehicles. Like they're on a pickup truck, but they're on a car. Pickup truck size wheels on a car. Nicely done. Nicely done. Sweet. Ford Crown Victorias, baby. We never get tired of looking at those Crown Victorias. No doubt about it. Here comes a California Highway Patrol. This one's what they consider a polar bear unit. This is one's for the motor carrier, you know, motor vehicle, motor vehicle. Yeah, but it's definitely for trucks. Transportation police, like. Nicely done. Has a light bar on the top. It's clear. And it is a white green light casting, colored in white, or should I say pearl? Pearl color. Like a friend of mine just alludes me to every once. It's pearl. Okay, we'll leave it at that. I ain't mad at you. Got a push bar on the front. We detailed it with a chrome pin on the top part of it, just a little bit. That's all the detail we did on this. But like I said, this is a puller unit with the basic focus as a transportation police unit. Not bad at all. And then we have two of them here. Nicely done. Sweet. Nicely done. Moving on. Like I said, we're going to be all over the place. Back to the Crown Victoria. And this is the green light casting of the Ford Crown Victoria. Light bar on the top. Black and white, of course. Safety service and security inscription on the back. Push bar on the front. Light bar. That's it, the light bar on top. Yeah, light bar on top is clear. Nicely done. Nicely well detailed. Love the wheels. Has salsa wheels, to be honest with you. Love this. Love these California Highway Patrol Crown Victoria units. They are just exquisite. And the way that Jada Toys and Greenlight has done those castings has just been beautiful. Highway Patrol on the back, on the edge part of it, and then they put the license plate on it for good detail, excellent detail purposes. Hadn't had to do a thing to this vehicle that we purchased. This is a purchase casting of the Greenlight vehicle, of the Greenlight Ford Crown Victoria. I think we have two more castings at least to show you. This one's a Jada casting of the Dodge Charger, 2008-ish, but nicely done. Has a red and blue light bar. Has a push bar on the front. We detailed it with a chrome pin a little bit, and that's all we did. Even though, we controlled slightly off center, maybe, if you want to call it that. The inscription on the back, nicely done. Has the Highway Patrol on the back. This is a Jada Toys casting. Nicely done. I think it says Hemi on the side. Who knows? I know. Yes, it does say Hemi on the side front. Not part of the design that they did. The Highway Patrol does look a little off-centered, but never thought about that until we start doing these things. But trust me, the doors open here on the front, and on the front driver and the passenger side, the trunk does open here. Has some exquisite details in there. It has some exquisite details on the front of the vehicle as well. As you saw, the computer and the steering wheel inside, as with all the other Jada castings. Just didn't want to open that one and wind up breaking it or anything like that. But nicely done. Here's the front part of it before we go. Nicely done. And this is the Dodge Ram. This is a purchase unit, but we did do a lot of detailing to it. And this is the Dodge Ram matchbox casting. Nicely done. Did the push bar as well. Detailed that a little bit, colored it in the front. Detailed that. Looks exquisite. Much better, much better look than what it was when we purchased it. And touching it up, has a light bar on the top. It's clear and probably welded to the thing. And didn't have any details in the back. We put Highway Patrol on the back, and then the number on it, and then we put a license plate on it. Already had the safety, security, and service on the side, inscription on the side, and then we detailed the back of the lights in the back. Nicely done. Nicely done to this Matchbox Dodge Ram. Alright, there you have it. The California Highway Patrol. Like I said, I had many variations, but but also had just as many of the vehicles in the same some of them about 4 or 5 in the same castings here and there, and just exquisite vehicles. I'm telling you, the most noticeable, the most recognizable, and the most popular state police unit in the country. the California Highway Patrol. There you have it. My collection of them anyway. Thanks for watching W.K.R.H 12 Productions. I'm Keith. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Ring the bell for all the notifications of state police units that we're going to be adding to our channel that you want to see. And they should be coming up very, very soon. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.